Hi, and welcome to Stefador's Jewelry and More, and I am trying to catch up again as usual. You guys know I am behind the ball. And speaking of ball, this is the Sam's Bead Box Winter Ball of December 2022, and I'm hoping to get out 2023 after this video if possible. I've got so many videos to do, it's not even funny. But I just put out my January's curated bead box, so if you haven't seen that, go watch that video. I also created a bangle keychain for that video, and I talk exclusively about that bangle because it's my design, and I don't mean just the beading. I'm talking about the design to create the bangle. And so yeah, so go watch that video. I think you'll like it. In the meantime, let's get started with the unboxing of the winter ball with Sam's Bead Box. And thank you and welcome 2023. I forgot to mention that on the curated bead box one, but hello 2023. Hello everybody. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you haven't, please do so, and also like, comment, share. It helps my algorithm. I appreciate your love and support. And also check out my Facebook, Stefador's Jewelry and More business page. I've got that and this YouTube channel along with other channels, but all of my links to all of my my social media will be in the description box below, so please do check it out. And let's just jump right into this. So we're going to open this, the winter ball. Here is the candy that I can't eat. Thank you, Sam and Rachel. So this is I am behind a month, as you know, but we're going to read this anyway. They have live sales and all that, and I'm not going to throw out the dates because we're past that, but we will go with the winter ball and December 22 items. The retail value on this box is $82. No, I am not sponsored. I am just simply sharing my subscription box with you guys. Number one, I think, you know what? I think instead of going through all these twice, I'm just going to go ahead and put this together, and I will read it off as I go, and it will be in the order of this list, and that will save time on this video. So let me just get this straightened out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it all together right here, and we're going to read it down the list. But before I do, I would like to read their inspiration for this box. And this is again the winter ball, December 22. It says, welcome to our winter ball. We're so glad you accepted our invitation. The theme of our evening is winter elegance with a palette of icy crystal, capri blue, and gold. I'm glad you dressed warm because we're keeping the ballroom cool so our ice sculptures don't melt. Look up and you'll see the crystal quartz points and strands of luster, hex seed beads hanging from the chandeliers. Each table is decorated with apatite centerpieces, our featured gem of the evening. For this month's box, we custom designed 14 different checked glass beads to bring you our wintry theme. Wow, they did 14 customs. Oh man, that's wonderful. Let's see, 14 different checked glass beads to bring our wintry theme to life, including fire polished drops and leaves in crystal AB. For our focals, we chose owls, a snowflake cabochon with a bell to match, and Zuni bears, which are associated with the healing in Native American Zuni culture. I can't wait to see the sparkling designs that you make with this month's theme. As always, I hope you'll share the finished pieces in our gem chat group on Facebook with the hashtag Sam's Bead Box December 2022. Wishing everyone a wonderful holiday season. And I'm sorry I'm late to the ball, but Cinderella had to be gone by midnight. Okay, so let's go through these. First one we've got is the checked glass snowflake cabochon etched crystal AB 20.5 millimeter. It is one piece. It is absolutely beautiful. You can see the luster on that. It looks like a bit of a dichroic glass in here. I don't know if it is, but that's what it looks like to me. It is an absolute beautiful piece, and in my light it looks silvery and gold. And then when you get up close, you can see all the rainbow lusters in there. Beautiful, beautiful snowflake. Love it. Glass, check glass fire polish drop, Capri Gold, Crystal AB, 5.5 by 8 millimeter, 24 piece strand. There we go. Beautiful. Gorgeous piece. Crystal quartz double-headed point. This is that 3 crystals in the chandelier ballroom we were just talking about. 8 by 31 millimeter, 3-piece set. That is beautiful quartz crystals. Should I open that? Beautiful. And they're drilled holes. There you go. X glass faceted fire polish round golden Capri, 4 millimeter, 8.5 grams, approximately 100 pieces. Chex glass royal diamond, clear crystal white, silk gold, 10 by 19 millimeter, 6-piece set. Beautiful pieces. Look at that. They're clear, they're white, they're gold. Gorgeous. Royal diamonds. We have the Chex glass rondelle spacer, gold decadence, 2 by 4 millimeter. This is a 4.9 gram bag, approximately 75 pieces. So these are gold spacers. There you go. Here we have the Chex glass ornate rectangle Capri crystal, gold, 11 by 12 millimeter, 10-piece strand. Beautiful. And you know, blue, that royal blue, Capri blue, royal blue, that style of blue is one of my absolute favorite blue colors. I am a bluey. I love blue, always have, and blue and gold is a wonderful combination I've always loved as well. So this is beautiful. Glass Zuni Bear, rustic gold Picasso, 12.5 by 18 millimeter, 3-piece set. So they're little bears. You can pretty much see them. I'm not going to take them out. Top hole drilled. I'm just going to jump right over here to the Chex glass eucalyptus leaf, approximately, or crystal AB, 6 by 12 millimeter, 6.4 grams, 20 pieces. Oh, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Love that AB finish. And I am getting a nice collection of leaves from Sam's Bead Box. Love it. Thank you. Here we have a tube of Toho Hex size 11, and this is the kind of seed bead that is. It's a hex bead, and they are crystally, winter crystally hex beads. Love it. Transparent luster. Glass lacy drop Capri gold, 12 by 17 millimeter, 4-piece set. Love that Capri blue. I don't know what it is, but it reminds me of a saddle horn, a saddle horn, and stirrups. I get horse vibes here. I don't really get it. This I guess it's a drop, but the little tacks remind me of horse horns, the horns of the saddle and the stirrups. No offense. That's just what I see. Alright, this is Chex glass polka dot faceted round clear crystal 9 millimeter 10-piece set. Polka dot. Okay, so I don't know if you're catching that, but they are like rounds, and then they've got little dots and it's like a facet with dots. That's interesting. It's like dice. It's like round dice to me. Alright, well, you know, casino, winter ball, okay, I could do that. The grade B dark mix apatite square focal, 25mm, one piece. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that flash. That's gorgeous. It kind of gives me a labradorite feel to it. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that flash inside of there. Okay, I've never really had an apatite, although I eat a lot, but no. Wah, wah, wah. Anyway, I love this stone. It's gorgeous. Apatite square focal. Okay, I don't know if that's glass or a stone. I think it's a stone. I think it's a stone. It feels stonish to me. Stonish? It feels stony. And it has that flash like labradorite. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, we have the grade A hand cut faceted apatite round, 8mm, approximately 7.5 inch strand. So this is more apatite. It looks lighter than the other one. I guess they vary in color because these look like the darker one. Well, this one did say the grade B dark mix apatite, so I guess there's a light and a dark. Beautiful facets, beautiful beads. Oh, I love it. One of my favorites. Glass pinch old gold 4x5.5mm, 80 pieces, 7.3 grams. These are those pinch beads, and I think we've gotten some pinch beads from them in different colors, and so I guess I'm acquiring a nice set of pinch beads. Wonderful. Chex glass carved owl etched dark capri gold, excuse me, 15x18mm, 2-piece set. I have tons of owls that I purchased from them in the beginning of my subscription boxes, but I did not have any blue, and I sure wished I didn't miss his live sale because I would like to have some more of that. I don't know if they're see-through, but it's absolutely a beautiful blue. I don't think it's see-through, but it's beautiful. Cute, cute, cute. Love the owls. The Chex glass faceted fire polish round, clear crystal AB 4mm, approximately 50-piece strand. Well, it says it's a 50-piece strand. Didn't say approximate, I just threw that in there. There we go. Gorgeous. And I'm getting a nice collection of fire polish as well with the Sam Speed box. So I'm thrilled. I am thrilled that I subscribed to this box. I really am. It's given me things I never would have bought on my own accord, and it's teaching me a lot. So I'm really grateful for Sam Speed box. Thanks, guys. Okay, the Chex glass daisy crystal AB 12mm 8-piece set. I love the wintry vibes for sure that it gives, the blue and the clear. I don't know about the horse stirrups and saddle horn, but I definitely am digging this box. Blue is my color. Blue and gold are a great combo for me. Here is the Chex glass table cut oval dark aqua 8x20mm 4-piece set. Never get these little bags open. Okay. Beautiful pieces. This is again an oval dark aqua table cut. I have the Chex glass lacy coin clear crystal gold. I'm happy to have these because I made some beautiful necklaces a few months ago and I love them. 8-piece set, 13x5mm. and I didn't think I'd get any more of this style in my stash, so I'm really glad. Now it is a different shape, but that's okay. The other one was an oval, and these are rounds. I love these. Thank you so much, Sam and Rachel. I noticed that this particular one has more of an apple shape to it, so I don't guess it got through the quality control too well, but that's okay. We can make that a singular item. Still beautiful. We have the Chex Glass faceted fire polish round, golden capri, 10 millimeter, 18.5 grams, 15 pieces. Beautiful. Partially gold, partial blue, and it's definitely that capri. Look at that glow in my hands. Love it. Glow, baby, glow the blue. Love it. But not least, the Mandela button, 17 millimeter one piece, a heart bell, 9.5 by 19 millimeter one piece, a Celtic braid or a Celtic braid, however you choose to say it, 5.5 by 25 millimeter two pieces. And let's just open this up. Take a look-see. There's the Mandela button. It's got the little shank on the back. Here is a nice heart bell. Beautiful. Great for Valentine's, by the way, which is around the corner. So if I don't get any videos in, happy Valentine's. And there you go. Now that we have all of these and we have gone through them, I think I'm going to pull out a few pieces and I'm going to make a quick piece of jewelry, because I'm trying to now, instead of just unboxing, I would like to go ahead and make something with them, because it seems that all I get to do these days is unbox, and I want to make something. So I'm going to make something. Give me just a minute and we'll be back. Okay, so I had some difficult times trying to decide what I wanted to do, and I'm still a little up in the air, but I do know I want to use this glass owl, and I did discover that it is opaque see-through, but it is nevertheless see-through. It's not a solid, it's like an opaque. So I've got the hex beads, I've got the gold capri faceted, I've got the daisy, I got some leaves, and I've got these drop beads. I don't like this color capri versus this color capri. I don't know if you can really see that too much in this camera, but this is a real dark, and this is almost a bluish green when it's next to the clear or the dark blue. It comes off a little more green. So I don't think I'll be using those in this particular project, but I may use the crystal drops in here. I don't know, but I've got this idea swirling in my head of a gold centerpiece. And it's really not coming to fruition for me just yet, but I'm working on it. I did pull up these blue. It's almost a royal blue, but it's closer to this capri blue than the other ones in this box. I got this from Bargain Bead Box, beadboxbargain.com, whatever. And I was thinking about putting that in the center of this gold ring. It's kind of got a crystal daisy in the middle, if you would. So if I wire wrap that to be a part of it, I've got this idea of these leaves being wire wrapped all along the bottom. So I'd have to wire wrap this first, I think. But this is just where my mind's going. I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do just yet. But we'll see when we get there. I had a thin silver ring, but I forgot we were using gold because of the theme is gold and capri, not silver and capri. But it is my project, but I want to keep that theme going, so I'm thinking some leaves about halfway around. This thick gold ring kind of gives it a feathery look for the owl, if you would. His wings spread. That's my thought process. The only reason for the daisy is to fill in the gap, but I'm not sure about that yet, because I might just put one of these Capri Golds in the center of it here, so that might work. So don't want this video super long, but I can't make up my mind just yet how I want to go with this, and if this is going to be a pendant, a full necklace, or something completely different. I don't know, but let's just start making this. I'm going to put some wire wraps to this gold with these leaves, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I finally figured it out. I am going to take a 6mm jump ring. I have a thick one, and then I have the thin gauge, and I went with the thin gauge. And because I have already broken 2 of these eucalyptus leaves, and the trick is to get this jump ring inside of the hole without cracking the eucalyptus leaf, which I have done twice. I did that with the thick rings though, so I have switched to the thin rings, which made an absolute difference. And now I just got to get that lined up with the other one so that I could kind of push it inside of the hole. That's the goal. Let me back it off just a little bit, so I'll quit going out of frame when I'm doing this. And what I want it to do is to be able to rock back and forth, which I'm able to do with the thin jump ring. And I think I've got it in there. Yeah, it's in there. And then I put a small 4mm jump ring onto that one so that I could put it on my 12mm jump ring along with my other components. And I haven't quite decided how many I'm going to do. I think this makes number 6. I think I was planning on 8 originally, but I think I'm going to go with 6. And we'll just see how that works. So I will close this 12mm jump ring off. Hear the click. And make sure that it is closed. Come on, focus. Oh, my background's getting in the way. Anyways, it's closed. There you go. So I've got 6 of these eucalyptus leaves on this ring, and that's how we're going to start this project. I'm going to clean up a little bit because I've got a mess going on. I just wanted to show y'all that because I'm trying to keep this video down, so I'm just doing it in stages. Some 20 gauge bead along German wire in gold. Straighten it out, and I'm going to cut myself about 5 inches, just so I have enough to do with what I need to. which I don't know what that is just yet, but I am planning to hook this little guy up. But I think first I want to put this Capri Gold faceted 10mm bead onto the center of this. I don't have any thinner gold wire with me, so I'm going to have to use the 20 gauge, and I'm going to split these eucalyptus leaves up 3 and 3. And since this is a jump ring, I'm going to try to wire wrap that onto that piece. So I'd rather have 24 or 22 gauge wire, but I don't have the gold right now. I think I have some at home, but I'm not home. So I think what I'll do is just start the wire wrap on the bottom here. And so I'm just going to bend that upward and around, back inside itself, just looping it around. And pull it tight. So you can see I've begun to do a wrap loop around, coiling it basically around this jump ring. Going to do a couple of wraps, pull it through, and back around, and I want to get it back over here where the opening of this jump ring is, because being a larger jump ring, it may not have the strength I need to keep it from opening up. And all I'm doing is wrapping it around the jump ring. Just wire wrapping. That's 3 wraps there. I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. I'll squeeze this together. I don't like all that stuff making it blurry. I'm just squeezing the loops in tight, and then I'm squishing it down inside of the hoop. Like so. And now that I have that, I'm going to straighten my wire back up because I've got it all wonky-fied. And I'm going to, actually I want to put a little hex bead. Better yet, let's see how much room. Yeah, I think a hex bead will work. A Toho hex bead is going to, well, I think it'll go on my 20 gauge wire, but maybe not. It might be too thick for it. Yeah, okay. So the hex bead is too small for my 20 gauge. Well, it went on that time, but it's too tight. It's just too tight. It's not going to work. Okay, so I may try to get away with a crystal bead. One of these faceted rounds that I got out of Sam's bead box. This is that fire polish round. Let's see if it'll take a 20 gauge wire, and it does. We're just going to drop that down to the bottom. My wire's a little wonky down there. I need to try to straighten that out, or that bead's not going to go all the way down. There. Now I can put it on there. And then I'm going to put my 10mm gold capri. And I'm going to try to do another one, but it may be too big. I may just get one in there. Okay, that's going to be too much all the way around. I'm not even able to put that on there, so it's just going to have to be the bead by itself. Yeah. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's get these 3 on the other side. So let me separate these 3 and 3. There. So we got 3 on this side of the wrap and 3 on this side of the wrap. And then I'm going to have to wrap this around pull that through. It's easier with 24 or 22 gauge wire, but again, I didn't have it, so I'm using what I have. It's just a little more difficult, but I definitely recommend wire wrapping something like this with 22 or 24 gauge wire. It's not necessary to have 20 because it's too thick, but this is what I had. So we're doing it using what we've got, and really I'm just going to do one more wrap. I did 3 down there, but maybe I should do 3 just to keep it consistent. We'll see how it looks. I was just going to do the 1, but sometimes matchy makes it look better. Yeah, let's go a 3rd round. Little eucalyptus tried to get caught up in there, so be careful for that traveler. That little traveler is trying to make noise for me. Squishing it down, squishing them together, and the final wrap. So let's see. 3 and 3. Looks good. Now I'm going to again straighten that out and decide what I'm going to do with this piece right here. If I'm just going to make a loop here. I need this bead to move over. It's a little too far to one side. There. Now it made this side go crookedy. So I guess it's just going to have to be a little wonky. It would work out much better if you have the right gauge to center this bead out. But just a little bit of work and I think it can be done. Okay, so now I have those 3 and those 3 and the... Now I gotta figure out what I'm going to do from here. Okay, so we're going to use 5 bicone spacers in metal. We're going to use 15 fire polished crystal rounds, 1 daisy, and we're going to use 2, 4, 6 of the gear style spacers. And we're going to use 5 metal gold beads there, 3 hexes, Toho beads, the 11-Os, 2 additional gold blue capri. We've got 1 crimp, 1 crimp cover, 1 wire protector, and 1 multifaceted bead. And that will mirror image everything I have on this side. And let's get to stringing and just double it up for your other side when you're doing yours, if you choose to do this particular project. So we're going to do the spacer, and we're going to do the crystal, fire polished crystal, another bicone spacer, another fire polish crystal, and then we're going to do a gear style or daisy style, I'm not sure which one that's called, spacer, another crystal, another daisy gear spacer, another crystal, go ahead and pull those down, and we need 3 of those, so we need another spacer here and another crystal, and then we need a gold metal bead to finish that segment off. And then the daisy, chex glass daisy bead. Okay. And then another gold metal ball. These are 6mm balls, 6mm beads. Another crystal. Another gear style spacer. Butterfingers. Whew, I must be getting tired. And another crystal. another gear, daisy gear, whatever, and a crystal. So we need 3 of those in total. 1 more of this flat spacer here. Okay, and then we're going to do another crystal. And then we're going to do a bicone spacer. And then we're going to do the blue gold, or the gold capri faceted bead, 10 millimeter. And another bicone spacer. Another crystal. Another bicone spacer, crystal, my eyes do deceive me. Okay, and then we're going to do the crimp. We need a crimp bead. And then we need a crystal. Metal. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Spacer. Uh-oh, I did miss one. Okay, so the spacer, the crystal, I needed another spacer. Okay, I put 2 spacers. I didn't need 2 spacers here. So a spacer, a crystal, and then the metal. 6 millimeter gold metal bead. And then a crystal. Just mirror imaging my other side. Guess I got ahead of myself. So there's the bicone, crystal, and now the crimp. Now we want the crimp on. Oh, what did I do with my crimp? There it is, way over here. I don't know how I put it over there, but I did. So a crimp bead, and we'll go ahead and get that tightened up. And there's the crimp. And then we need, we got the crimp cover that's going to go on that. And then a crystal. And then the wire protector. Just put that through. Let me go ahead and put that through like that. And then bring it around the other side. Pull it through. Just wanted you to be able to see what I was doing. You want to bring that slack in. And then I wanted that crystal bead to cover up that space right here. I'm going to lift that up just a little just to get in here. And we're going to skip that bead. Oh no, we're going through that bead too, aren't we? Let me make sure what I did over here. Yeah, we go through both beads. We're going to go out of the protector into the crystal and into the crimp bead. And we need to make sure to get that untwisted because I've got it twisted up here. How? I don't know, but I did. There we go. And now pull it to itself. And then I've got to leave a little space for that bead cover, the crimp bead cover. So you got to keep that in mind. And we've got our wires crossed here. I need to get that uncrossed. Got to make sure that it's side by side and not crisscrossed for when you crimp. Okay, so we've got that. And I think we can pull up a little more slack. Just want to make sure that we are not going to forget to leave room for that spacer. And we want the slack on this to be taut to a degree, just enough. So I'm going to leave about that much space. That might be a little much, and it still looks like it's twisted inside itself. There. I need to make sure that it's side by side so that we can go ahead and crimp that bead. Okay, where's my crimps? And we're going to use the first, that middle section looks like a little P, a little section right here. And we're going to use that to crimp our crimp bead. Put that right in that P. What you want is for that crimp, I didn't tighten it down yet, but what you want is that crimp to go between the two wires. This can be tedious on this other side. It's easier on the first side, but that second side can get you. I'm not sure I like that little crimp bead either. It's a little wonky. So you can see it's got a little space in between there. And now you turn this 90 degrees and you go to that front one. And give it a squeeze. Okay, that should be secure. And then I'm going to put my crimp cover down on top of that. So I'm just going to grab my cover in the front of the jaws like that. I gotta get between Oops. I got to get between those two beads right there. Slide it in and give it a squish. A light squeeze, because you want this to stay in the shape of a bead. You do it too hard, you could distort it. It's got a little bit of play in there, a little bit, not much, but that's okay. It gives the beads a little chance to move around. And then we'll just cut the excess off right there, and then we'll tuck it into, I should have tucked it first, but I didn't. So let me get my pliers, my little needle nose pliers, and I'm going to put this through the bead. I guess this video got long anyways, but I wanted to show you what I was doing, and that got twisted a little bit, so I need to pull that. I need to tug on that. So let me get that out of here between these two beads. Tug that straight. There. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off. I don't feel like biting it tonight, but some people put them between beads and some people don't. I'm one that does, but didn't really do too much tonight. There, on that side. It's late. I've been up all day. I'm tired. Ready to get this video done so I can go to bed. Now, the next thing to do is to grab my 20 gauge wire. Let me back it up. Okay, I'm going to do about 4 or 5 inches just so that I know I have enough. I'll probably have some left over, but it's better to have more than not enough, and then you truly waste it. So we are going to now follow the sequence of our one multifaceted spacer. Well, basically, let me back up. I'd like to make my loop first so that I don't have to hold on to it. So go down about an inch, inch and a half, bend that over, and it's about where I did my last loop. Bend that over, and then I'm going to do a wire wrap loop on this. There we go. I am going to go ahead and wrap this around the wire guard so that it's already hooked in, because I tend to sometimes forget and wire wrap it and then put it on the guard or on the end like I was supposed to. So if I do it now, then I won't mess it up and have to start over. So then it's just time to wrap your wire. Get a smaller one because this is a small fit, and I'm just going to try to do 2 little wraps to keep it consistent with the other side of the necklace. Squeeze it. squeeze it. And then I'm going to cut the excess off. And I'm using the flush side of my cutters, not the other one. That one will make a tip. And we don't want a sharp tip. We want it as flat as possible. And I'm going to take my bent nose pliers and give it a squish. And feel for any sharpness, which I feel some, so I'm going to do it again. Okay. I'm going to straighten up my wire. It also hardens it, which is a good thing, gives it a little more sturdiness. And then we're going to make our link here, which is the multifaceted spacer bead. And we're going to do a crystal. And a 6mm gold metal bead. And then we're going to do our blue gold. And then a gold metal bead, 6mm. And then we'll just close this side up. Bend it over, take it back, pliers in and out, like that, make your P. And then I'm going to take this side of the chain and put the chain into the loop. Oops. Okay, I'm going to take the chain and put it into the loop. Like that. And now we'll just do a wire wrap on it, and we only need to do 2 wraps to be consistent. 1,